Hello. This is Gresham Harkless, and I'm from CBNation.co, powered by Blue 16 Media, your choice for all your website design, SEO, and digital marketing needs. And you're now watching the CB Nation TV rundown for the week of September 9th, 2018. We have probably about 2 or 3 weeks until quarter four. And if you haven't watched this is just a quick rundown of some of the things that I think that you should check out across our community. As you know, we've had loads of information, and we've increased the amount of information that we've been posting across our social media sites, but also across our site. So these are just 5 quick things that I think that you should check out. The very first thing, if you were not living under a rock and you were connected to any type of social media, you heard about Colin Kaepernick and Nike. So we decided to ask some entrepreneurs and business owners, specifically 11 of them, exactly what they thought about Nike's decision to choose Colin Kaepernick for the Just Do It 30th anniversary campaign. So you can check out, if you haven't seen the video itself, over on Rescue a CEO. You can also see what those 11 entrepreneurs said and their perspective on why Nike did it, how they're looking at it from like a business perspective, and kind of like why they celebrated it in terms of the decision itself, or maybe they didn't necessarily think that it was the best move, or why they thought that Nike did it. So I thought that was a pretty powerful post and timely, considering everything that happened on social media. So the next thing that you want to check out, if you don't know readers are leaders, so we asked 25 entrepreneurs to list their favorite inspirational business books, and that's over on Teach a CEO. And as I talked about, reading is leading. A lot of times, if you're in a down moment, or you're not as excited or motivated, to do your business, or maybe you're having a down day, these are some books that you can kind of turn to so that you can be super happy, super motivated, and really go and run through that brick wall, so to speak. So next thing that we have is over on Herepreneur, where a CEO that's shaking up the AI industry created like a robotic reading companion for kids. If you don't know, artificial intelligence is big. It's only going to increase in its overall industry, I guess you can say, or it's really going to go across all different industries. So it's just a matter of how is it going to implement and interact within your industry. So you definitely want to check that out. That's just kind of like and I don't even want to use the word small example, because obviously he's doing some phenomenal things, but it's just an example of what could be happening in your industry. So if you don't know about artificial intelligence, or AI, definitely make sure that you understand that when you're talking about these smart speakers and things that you have in place, that's all kind of AI, and understanding exactly like what will be the ramifications of that within your industry is very important. So you can see how he has leveraged that and how he's helping out children, which is always, near and dear to me. But you also want to kind of start thinking about how that might be, or you might feel that within your industry. So the next thing over on Herepreneur as well is we had 20 entrepreneurs explaining how they came up with their business names. As you know, that's very near and dear to me, especially if you ask me about why Blue 16 Media is called Blue 16 Media. I have a whole story behind it, and I really love those opportunities. It's also a phenomenal question to ask at a networking event. If you see somebody's name, assuming it's not their name, Gresham Harkless Consulting, you can ask them exactly how they came up with their business name. So I always enjoy doing and having these roundups, because you get to hear some really unique perspectives on why people have named the businesses that they have. And usually it's a story that ties in, with their business, with their mission, and some of the things that they're trying to do. So that this post is no different. So check that out over on Herepreneur again. And then finally, you want to check out a guest post that we had over on Rescue a CEO by Lakita of Clear Media Communications Academy. And she basically talked about and asked, is your communication in the workplace hurting your business? It's really powerful, because if you don't know, communication is huge, and it kind of, just like I talked about how AI is kind of changing every industry. Communication is always been the AI before AI was AI, if that makes sense. In other words, communication is very, very important in your business. And if you're working with anybody more than yourself, communicating from a verbal perspective, but also written, is also very, very important. And understanding how you're communicating, understanding some things or some pitfalls that you might have in your business, or how that could be holding you back from being an entrepreneur and business owner, or your team members. It's very, very important. So I thought Lakita definitely, touched on and created a phenomenal blog post. So that's basically it for this week. Definitely make sure to check out the links in the show notes. They'll have all the links to take you directly to the blog post that I mentioned. As always, make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you can hear more things and great posts that we have every week, and of course podcasts that we're putting out. And as always, if there's anything you need, feel free to reach out to me. This is Gresh signing out. Have a phenomenal rest of the week.